The other one is that sometime you may have to add some hours from your current time. For example, I'm running a code in India, but the output will be stored in a server that is placed in UK. You know that the difference between us and UK is, us means India, and difference between Indian time zone and the UK is 5 hours 30 minutes. So basically 330 minutes needs to be added with our current time. How do we add it? By using a special library called timedelta. Look at that. From datetime import timedelta. What are you going to do? You're going to convert this into timedelta. So look at that. Time zone is equal to datetime plus timedelta. What are you going to do? Minutes is equal to 330. So here you need to add your current time plus time delta of these minutes. After this, you try to print your time zone. Okay, and type of it. When you run, I think I made a mistake. Okay, it is small. When you run, look at that. Now time is 21, but it is now displaying as 2 of money because I have added 330 minutes to it. Okay, I have added 330 minutes to it. So these are the various basic time format which you want to understand. Because why I actually kept this as a part of syllabus, when you do play with the DB, when you do play with the file operations, what basically need to do is that you may have to add a timestamp, especially on a file operation, because at times either inside a file or outside the file layer, your client might expect you to add the time zone. Or else when you see the topics called loggers during the logging mechanism, you may have to add the time, either our time zone or different time zone. Okay, and sometimes when you add this kind of a time, they want the time format in a time, output in a different format. Maybe they want in such a way that how we declare like underscore and so on. So this is how, or these are the different things that you can learn as a basic to keep it simple. Okay, so with respect to the agenda is concerned, this particular daytime topic that we covered is sufficient only for whatever I told. But again, the daytime manipulation itself a bigger area. Okay, there is something we can add a zone, and you can get what date it is, what day it is, what number of day it is, whether it is 14th of month, whether it is which number of month. Since this is a March, it will return like 3. So there are a lot of ways that you can manipulate, but that is not that much important. Considering the daytime library, we don't use this in a deeper way. Okay, unless until it is requested or needed by certain community to have certain specific time related manipulation, hardly will use. Okay, so whatever we see right now on the screen or whatever you're visualizing right now is sufficient. How to get the time, how to shrink the microseconds, how to change the format of the time, and how to add some minutes, seconds, or hours to it. Okay, this is very sufficient. Okay, with respect to the syllabus is concerned. But if you want to get so much of mastered into it, then you need to explore lot more than this. Okay, so this is with respect to the time zone. Time, guys. We'll see in some other videos. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.